It's Tina Phillips, long time no see. But I am just massively excited and a little nervous that I finally get to share with you what I'm working on. And it's basically an academic collection. And I've been working on this for months, so I'm probably going to release this on Friday. So I just thought I'd give you a little preview of what I'm doing. And what the first part of the collection deals with teachers. And I've basically developed a teacher planner suite. And what that means is I have a planner plus a companion notebook that goes with your planner that deals with your classes. So this is kind of what you get in just one of the planners, and I'm going to share with you. I have a Monday start and a Monday start and a Sunday start in each listing. That way, I avoid confusion of people going, "Oh, I didn't mean to order the Sunday. I wanted the Monday." So I kind of did an experiment with one of my other planners where I put both in the same listing, and people love that. And I'm just going to get out of your way. It means less marketing stuff for me to do. So you're going to get both versions in each listing. And let me go ahead and just start with, I'll look at the Monday start. And this is the cover that you get. I gave you plenty of room to identify what you want, how you want to label your planner. And this, I chose simple little textures that wouldn't be too grating on you as you are working. And this has all these tabs. I've kind of talked to a bunch of teachers about it and about what they needed and what they wanted. And this is kind of what they were telling me that they needed. And you get attendance grades, lesson plans, and I have like 8 different lesson plan things in there for you to choose from. A seating chart, which is going to be a fun thing, and I'll go over that with you. You get some fun goodies with that. Contacts, professional development, notes, a blank tab for you to label, and an emergency plan, which is basically just a section because I know every school is going to be different. So it's just kind of a place for you to put it behind that divider, and you have instant access to it. And let's just kind of go over the planner in itself. Your first page is just the 2018-2019 school year at a glance. I started in July, ended in June. This seemed to be the 80% rule, the consensus of what people needed. So I went with that. You also have, in the beginning of the year, you have classroom expenses for supplies and tools. You have a place to put all of that. You have the academic calendar at important dates of things that you need to write down, like graduations, important assemblies, that kind of thing. And then I also put in all throughout the divider, I put colorful dividers. Mainly, these don't really link to a lot of stuff, but what happens is when you look in the thumbnail version, it makes a nice breakup where you can kind of see the sections a little bit better. And you could use these as just placeholders for things. You can stick things on here, do whatever you want to, but I decided, like, after looking at a lot of my planners, it really kind of blended in. So that's what these dividers are essentially for. You also have objectives for the fall semester, and I kind of gave you a lot of subjects there. You certainly don't have to use all of them. You can combine them if you want to make less, and even duplicate the page. If you just want bigger squares, you can do that. And then the spring semester, another divider. This is just for you to put your normal class schedule, like just for the year or even this semester. You could duplicate this for the semester if you needed to. Monday through Friday, what you have where as your stable schedule, and that's just one page. And then it kind of starts with the months. And each month it has a Monday or Sunday start. They're dated. You also have links to each week on that month. And each week, as you can see, has all the dates. Each day is dated. You have a 3-section day where you can kind of divide it up. Some teachers were like, well, I don't do morning, afternoon, evening. I do school, home, and then just whatever else I need to do. So you have that opportunity to label that yourself and organize it the way you want to. You have a mini little calendar there with the date, with the week highlighted, so you kind of have reference of where you are in the month. And then that's all the weeks. And I did not put dailies in this planner, and I will have a special thing for you on why and what my justification for that was. So literally you just go through the whole planner. That's what you get. You get the weeks, and then you have the months that are linked to those weeks. And then you have, I'll go ahead and show you all the different tabs. You have attendance, grades, lesson plans. I went ahead and specifically linked to the divider on this case only because I don't know which lesson plan you're going to choose, because there's several different to choose from, going from 8 all the way to just even a single lesson plan. If you want, it even goes down to 2. But if you wanted a subject plan where you have just one thing and you want to deal with one subject at a time, you have that opportunity too. So I'm going to start showing you the seating chart. The seating chart's kind of a fun thing because I gave you stickers to play around with. And I think I have a setup one in here. Let's go see if I actually did that in the other one. Seating chart. There we go. Yes, okay. Here's one that I already I did for the marketing photos. Now, it comes blank as you saw on the other one, then Monday Start. But in the Sunday Start, this is not how it's going to be either. It's going to be blank, but I did this for marketing. These are all stickers. So you will get a set of stickers that you can sit there and move around as you need to and create your layout for yourself. There are several different desk types and table types that you can sit there and play around with to organize. You can also use the squares and shapes within GoodNotes to create your classroom layout. And if I'm missing some furniture, I'm sure I am, just let me know and I'll put some on my website for free if you need some new different stuff to play around with. But this was kind of a clever use, I think, of GoodNotes. And hopefully I'll have another one for you in just a second. So we have seating chart. We have contacts. So you get the teachers and the other important contacts, but you also get volunteers and classroom volunteers because I know how important that is. And so I had them separated under the same contact tab. You have a professional development log where you can just log all of the things that are required for your position. You also have notes. And if you'll notice, this is also a portrait orientation. That makes it a little bit easier for you to take notes, just as you would on a notepad. And this is why I'm filming this way, because if I try to do this just on my iPad, it'll crash. This is your blank tab. You get a blank page with that. And then the emergency plan. The teachers I've talked to have said that they just either take a picture of the one that they're given, or they're given a PDF that you can just import into this section here and just have it ready to go at a moment's glance. And then you get extra pages, as with every planner. I gave you a portrait orientation of a grid, blank, lined, and dot grid. You can zoom in and see the little dot grid there. And then I also gave you a landscape version of the dot grid, lined, grid, and blank. And then you have this lovely little background there. So, and then you have a link to my shop if you need it. So this is all the goodie stuff for this. And then that's just the planner itself. Let's go back. You also get what I'm calling a student information notebook. And this deals with, I tried to separate it more. I talked to you, a lot of people are like, oh, I need stuff for my classes. I need stuff. But really, you don't want to overwhelm your planner. Not everything has to be in one notebook. I mean, you need to kind of start looking at GoodNotes as the notebook and not just what the contents are in it. You should look at almost these planners as dividers of things inside of it. This information, student information packet, let me go ahead and go back. So here's the cover. You go in and you have a classroom at a glance. And here's where you can take pictures of your students and they are numbered. You can write your name, write their name. I have some low res images just as my example, but you can sit there and write their names and they're numbered. The cool thing about this is each image links to a blank student information page where you can sit there and write all the information that you need about them. I have emergency contact, just basic information, address, people that can pick them up, transportation. IEP requirements was something that one of the teachers requested. So that's hopefully should be helpful to keep track of students that need those kind of secondary assistance. And then also just a little bit about the student and just for behavior or favorite hobbies, just a little bit about them. And then you also have a birthday tab to keep track of all the birthdays. You also have a parent communication log. And in this parent communication log, you have who it was. And I intended this just to be for everybody. But the more I thought about it, you could also actually take a duplicate of this page and put it behind a student's information page if you really need to for like a lot of communication. If you have one of those students, you can certainly do that. But this page is meant to be duplicated as needed. Again, this IEP goals is just a blank for now. And I also added a sample one from a teacher that said this is what she used. Because I'm not an IEP teacher, or I'm not a teacher, I don't understand this as much. So I'm going off of what she was asking for. She said that most people will probably have their own thing or their different thing. So again, like the emergency exits and things like that, I made a separate tab just for you to put your stuff that you need in there, and it's a portrait mode. This is also a portrait mode notebook case as well. And then you have just a blank tab for whatever you need. A blank divider as well. I also put dividers in here as well to keep track of things. This is about, this has 40 students in there. So you have all of that. So you get all the student pages and everything linked, everything ready to go. So let's go back and talk about, there's more people, there's more. So you get both planners, you get the information, the classroom, which also this classroom information planner can be duplicated as many times or as many classes as you need. So that's helpful to have that in one encapsulated little thing also, that it doesn't make your planner too overwhelming. Because what you can do is you have your planner opened up here, and then you also have your student info right here. So you can go back and forth as needed to your planner and do whatever you need to do with your planner, as like setting appointments or whatever. And then you also have that student information that you can go straight to their page and go back and forth as needed. So really you're kind of building your own multi-tiered planner by using GoodNotes and its capabilities with the tabs as well. Okay, so back to dailies. What I did instead of putting dailies inside the planner and kind of pigeonholing people into just putting inserts, which inserts are useful in some things, but I'm afraid it's kind of going a little bit crazy because people just want to customize and customize and customize. It's going to weigh down your planner. And I'm kind of leaning back to trying to get people to use stationery. So as an experiment for teachers, because I know you guys are more willing to do things, I actually included a whole set of stationery. And stationery is used a little bit differently. And these are just PDFs. They aren't linked to anything. They're just there, and they're used as just a background stationery without any images, or without any, there's no use for using inserts and stuff like that. And I gave you a cover. And what you would do is create your own bookmarks. So like right here, you would create the day that you're on. So today, say today's Tuesday, I want to go ahead and make a bookmark. Click the plus sign and you write today's date. Tuesday, I'm just going to say Tuesday, May 15th, 2018. Say okay. So you basically create your own navigation within GoodNotes. And this also allows you to put all kinds of different things in there. All you need is a PDF. There's no trying to make things fit. There's no trying to make things like have to fit within something just because those links might break. You don't have to worry about your links breaking. You don't have to worry about anything else. You just go as you please. And since this goes in order, you might also consider going backwards and doing like your latest on top and making that always go. And that way you're always on the very top and you don't have to scroll. But you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then I gave you some alternate dailies if you want to play around with those. And those have some nice little trackers in them. So you have all this great stuff. So you get like 7, 8, 9, 10 pages of dailies. and you get the cute little cover on there. And then this was also the inspiration for something else that I talked to teachers about, and it was called the Happy Grams. And I have a daughter in preschool. We get these all the time. Not in this manner though. So I'm kind of thinking I'm trying something new with GoodNotes. I'm going to give you two what are called Happy Grams because I discovered you can also email people directly from GoodNotes. And so the cool thing is you can take a picture of your student. So your little picture goes right there. And then you write, the kid's name, Susie. So you write Susie's name on there. You write what it's for. And then you can go up over here and hit export. And you want to only export the current page. You can keep even like a notebook of Happy Grams. And what you would want to do is just say image. You only want to export it as an image. You want to say export. And you have the choice to say email. And that's what's really cool is that you can have your email comes up and you can send directly from GoodNotes. So I will send that to myself. And I'll probably have another example when I'm not trying to talk to 800 things at one time. So that's not all that you get with these teacher planners, okay? So let me go back to my email, see if I actually got the email. There we go. There's my Happy Gram in my email as it comes up. And the person gets that award. So let's go back. That's not all that you get though. You get the Happy Grams. You get the daily stationery that you can use for your daily. So you have a lot more flexibility. And now I'm also going to give you a ton of stickers. I asked exactly what teachers would need for their stuff. So I am giving you 8 different colors of sets of colors of stickers. And then I'm going to give you some word stickers on top of that. And then on top of that, you have the furniture stickers that you can use to lay out your classroom. So let me just kind of go through this a little bit. You have book fairs, class parties, snack duties, parent conferences, meeting, IEP. You even have some lifestyle stuff in there. You have toupee, you have lists, you have little dots for any kind of appointment you may have. You have these fun little pep rally and game day things. I really love these. I think I'll make some more separate ones just because they're fun. And grades and paydays and personal days, open houses, all these great things. And then on top of that, you get them in all these different colors. So you have the ability to coordinate with all of your other stickers. So they're not overwhelming. And these little squares right here in the center right there, these are meant to be time bars. Or just highlighting a box with a section or box within your week. So you can kind of draw out that day if you have special things going on that day. As well as lists for to-dos, room preps, copies, and eating and materials needed. And you have little trackers. I also put little little icons in there so you can use the trackers as you see fit. And these are all in GoodNotes. So they're ready to use. They're pre-cropped. You don't have to do anything. And if you are not a GoodNotes user but still want to use the planner, you can, because I also have the zip file of all the individual PNGs in there as well. So when you actually if you purchase this, you're going to get you'll get 3 PDFs. So I'm no longer trying to force people to open up their things in GoodNotes. You only need to do that if you're using the stickers themselves. The stickers in the GoodNotes, this file right here, because this actually has to be treated like a GoodNotes planner. I have to export it as a GoodNotes archive file, and it will say goodnotes.zip. That's the one you don't unzip. It's the one that you have to save to your iCloud by itself and do not unzip it. And then GoodNotes will open it just like this, and you'll have all your stickers ready to go on a page. And you can even keep it that way and store it that way, where you have your stickers right next to your stuff. And in the planner itself, I still have that little pen. They're just blank right now. And if you find you use more stickers than others, move them over here if you want to, as needed. So you still have that blank area for stickers or any other kind of stickers that you may want to use. So this is the blue version. And then there's a green version, which I will kind of show you. This is the planner itself. And this is the green student information. You also get little dividers as well. And you get a slightly different cover for each one because this is licensed artwork, so I had to use it in a special way. I have a mint section, which is slightly different than the blue. It's a lighter green. And this is also kind of like the seating chart. You saw that. And then I have a pink version with cute little hearts. You can tell I was doing a lot of marketing photos this weekend. So there's pink, and then there's what I call poppy. I'm not sure why I called it poppy. I think it's just because the little circles reminded me of little poppies. So this is a little bit of a deeper pink and orange and peach. And then there's also a purple version as well. And I will have some in-depth more videos. I just wanted to get this out there and kind of show you guys this is coming. I also will have another video on the other two parts of the collection that deal with college students and just students in general. So this was my big push though for coming this week, and I hope you enjoy it, and let me know if you have any questions. I can answer them as quickly as I can, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you. Bye.